children. Today we are going to start working on unit number 2. If you take a look, we are working on page number 18. Okay, unit number 2, page 18. Here, the name of the unit. The name of the unit is I didn't want to live. Okay, so if we take a look at this, it says I didn't want to live. Here, take a look. There's an emotion in here. So in this case, we are talking about the past, right? So I didn't want to live. Here, if you take a look, what kind of text is this? Look closely, you have these. You have these stars, excellent, terrible. Here you have the names. Here you have some letters, okay? Well, this is an internet page, and GSA means Global Student Adventure. Okay, now we can see here a picture of a girl with a big turtle, maybe a Galapagos turtle, and here we can see a map. Okay, on this map we have South America, we have the South Pacific, North Pacific, the equator line. Okay, so this helps us to understand this text. Okay, in this text we are going to check and we are going to realize what is the opinion, okay, that somebody has about a place. Opinions. Why? How do I know that it's an opinion? Because here we have stars. Terrible, excellent. So here it's like a review, okay? Now, before reading, we are going to listen first, okay? And before that, we are going to take a look at the new and important vocabulary that we have here. And we have it in this area, okay? Check it out. That's the place. So here we have the words seafood, population, extinct, iguana, and species. Okay? So now we are going to start. Be ready, get your book. We are going to start reading and listening to this text.
Unit 2, page 18. Exercise 1.
GSA, Global Student Adventures, the Galapagos, Conservation Volunteering. The famous scientist Charles Darwin wrote On the Origin of Species after he'd visited the Galapagos. What will these amazing islands inspire you to do? Program details, booking information, reviews. Most popular review by Alex Maynor, 16. Your experience.
I'd never traveled outside the States before I went to Ecuador. When I got on the airplane, I was feeling so scared. I wondered if I'd made a mistake. But the tour guides and other GSA volunteers were all so friendly that I soon relaxed. And all the volunteers stayed with kind, welcoming local families. By the time my vacation ended, I'd made friends for life. We ate out nearly every day, mostly seafood. It was probably the second best food I'd ever eaten. Hey, I'm a New Yorker, and nothing beats a New York-style pizza. We spent 5 days working and 3 days going hiking, swimming, and sunbathing. On work days, we counted iguanas for a population survey, cleaned pools at the giant tortoise center, and collected trash from the beaches. It wasn't all fun. One day we saw a dead penguin while we were working on the beach, which was very sad. The tragedy happened because the bird had eaten some plastic. Please, everyone, think about what you do with your trash. It kills. Try not to use plastic bags and volunteer to clean up your nearest beach. Galapagos penguins are the only penguins that live north of the equator. Sadly, they're endangered. There aren't many left. Our guide Carlos told us that thousands of animal species become extinct every year. That shocked me. As soon as I'd returned from my trip, I joined a wildlife charity that helps save animals.
Favorite part of the trip.
I loved working with the giant tortoises. I took a lot of pictures. Carlos took this one of me when I wasn't looking. I hadn't realized that tortoises could be so big. Some weighed 250 kilograms. Before the government introduced a ban, people had hunted giant tortoises for their meat.
Any other comments?
The vacation was too short. I cried while I was saying goodbye. I didn't want to leave.
Okay, now that you read the text, you can see that it's a review. Okay, so this girl, Alex Maynard, 16 years old, she is telling us how was her experience there. What was the best part? What was the awfulest part? Okay, so she can give us like her opinion about that place and the if it was terrible or excellent. Now, it says here, what rating do you think Alex gave her trip? Choose between 1 and 5 stars. Let's think. 1 stars, 5 stars. What do you think is the correct one? Okay, let's think about it and we are gonna check it. What rating do you think Alex gave her trip? Choose between 1 and 5 stars. And she gave 5 stars. Okay, that is the first answer. Now, we are going to move to the next activity. In this case, we have here comprehension questions, and they are all about the text we read before. But we are not going to do this now. The idea is you read the text by yourselves, and next class we check it. Okay? The same happens here. Number 2 and number 3, the idea is you do it by yourselves because you need some time to read the text. Okay? Now, let me explain this. In number 3, it says, read the sentences from the travel site review. Which action came first? First and second. For example, Charles Darwin wrote on the origin of a species after he'd visited the Galapagos. Charles Darwin wrote on the origin of species. ¿Ok? Ahora, lo que tenemos que mirar y que yo voy a explicar en este minuto en español es que tenemos que hacer dos diferencias. Primero tenemos tiempos que están en pasado. Por ejemplo, esto, wrote. Let me put some color in it. Okay? Like this one, wrote. That's past. Charles Darwin wrote on the origin of species. After, después. After he had visited the Galapagos. Acá también tenemos un pasado, pero es un pasado distinto. Es el pasado perfecto, que se forma usando el had y un verbo en participio. Y aquí equivale a lo que nosotros llamamos los tiempos con había. ¿Ok? Por ejemplo, Charles Darwin escribió sobre el origen de las especies después de que él había estado en Galápagos. Por lo tanto, ¿qué acción sucedió primero? Visitar Galápagos. ¿Qué acción sucedió después? Escribir sobre el origen de las especies. ¿Ok? En este caso son dos acciones, ambas en pasado, pero una es más lejana y una es más cercana. Aquellas que tienen un tiempo simple, por ejemplo, wrote, esas están más cerca del presente. Esas se alejan, ¿ok? Están más lejos en el pasado. Y de eso vamos a hablar esta unidad, ¿ok? Don't worry if you don't get it now. No se preocupe si no lo entiende al inicio, ¿ok? We are going to explain that and do a lot of exercises, ¿ok? So, what is the idea? Work for next class on this and this, activities number 2 or 3, and then we check it, ¿ok? Y así lo podemos revisar todos juntos. Now, I am going to present the new vocabulary for this unit. And this vocabulary is pretty easy because it's about things we do on vacation, activities we do when we travel, okay? Popular things we do. Now, here you have some pictures. Here you have the names, okay? But first, we are going to do it like a game. Now, we have here 8 actions. Buy souvenirs, go sightseeing, rent a bike, go hiking, sunbathe, eat out, take a tour, visit a museum. Okay, take your time, look at here, and we are gonna do it together. Okay, for example, let's go with the easiest. Let's go with the easiest. We have here buy souvenirs. Souvenir es una palabra que está en francés. Okay, it's a French word. And a souvenir is like como un recuerdito que uno se lleva del lugar en el que estuvo. Okay, buy means comprar. So if you look at this, we have only one picture that represents the idea. Buy souvenirs. Okay, let's go with another that's easy. Okay, rent bike. Where can you see bikes? Here you have the bikes. Then we have, let's see, blah, blah, blah. We have visit a museum. Which picture shows a museum? This one. Perfect. Then we have eat out. Eat out means eat, comer, out, afuera, comer afuera. Here you have people trying typical food. Then we have sunbathe. Sun, sol, bathe, baño. Sunbathe es como un baño de sol, okay? So we have here sunbathe. Then we have here go sightseeing, take a tour, go hiking. Take a tour. This one. Tomar un tour. Y ahora yo dejé dos que en general pueden tender a confundirse porque ambas se refieren a la idea de que uno sale a caminar por lugares desconocidos, porque está de vacaciones, por supuesto, pero una de ellas hace relación con la ciudad y otro hace relación con el medio natural. ¿Ok? Go hiking, hiking means caminata, but in a natural environment. For example, forest, beach, mountain, etc. You put it here. Go sightseeing, sightseeing son como atracciones turísticas, okay? That means visit touristic attractions, okay? Like if you are, for example, in Santiago, if people comes as a tourist to Santiago, maybe they are going to go to Cerro San Cristóbal, or they are going to visit, I don't know, Los Dominicos or Farillones. Those are places to go sightseeing, okay? So we put it here. And the answers are all okay. Now, listen please, check pronunciation.
Rent a bike. Take a tour. Eat out. Go sightseeing. Visit a museum. Go hiking. Sunbathe. Buy souvenirs.
Okay, kids, perfect. Now, what is the idea? What do you think you have to do? You have to write all of this here, okay? Now, we are going to continue with the class. Please remember, you have an activity to do, okay? You have to work on the reading comprehension we have on the previous page, on page 19. The idea is you do activities number 2 or 3, okay? Now, all the grammar things, todas las partes gramaticales que tenemos que estudiar, las vamos a trabajar varios días, varias clases. No se sientan abrumados porque creen que el contenido es muy complejo. Lo estamos recién presentando. Okay? So, bye bye kids.